Welcome to your tarot reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of September 2020. Well, let's just dive right in, shall we? Let's find out what messages. What are the messages for Taurus for September 2020? What are the messages, please, for Taurus for the month of September 2020? Sign of Taurus. What do all my beautiful Taurus need to hear? What are the messages for Taurus and their greatest good for the month of September 2020, please? Taurus for the month of September 2020. What are the messages for Taurus for September 2020? All right. Messages that Taurus needs to hear for September 2020. Once we're done with the reading, I will draw a card from the Moonology Oracle deck as some final advice for you wonderful Taurus people. I hope you guys are all doing really, really well. All right, messages for Taurus for September 2020. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see what we have for you here. So your current situation, Five of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Magician. What you aspire to is the Knight of Pentacles. What needs to be awakened is the Ten of Pentacles. In your recent past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The next step is the Six of Cups. And your outcome is the Page of Swords. So, no surprise here, Taurus, that we have a lot of pentacles. You are an earth sign. And let's just see what we have here for you. Okay, so your current situation, Taurus, we have the Five of Pentacles. And, you know, perhaps some of you are feeling like you've been left out in the cold, or maybe a lot of you are just feeling that you have like a lack mindset, that you don't have what you need in order to achieve your goals and your dreams and your desires in life. So perhaps this, could be, I feel this is more just of a mindset for a lot of you, where you just feel like you just don't have what you need. Maybe a lot of your focus is on I don't have enough money, I don't have enough resources, I don't have enough support in my life. I don't have enough to, maybe some of you just don't have enough to eat, or you could just have that feeling that you've just been left out in the cold. Whatever, circumstances and situations that you have found yourself in has kind of left you feeling this way, right? Left you feeling like, you're just, somebody's shut the door, you go out there, I'm staying in here where it's nice and warm. But something to remember that's very important about the Five of Pentacles in your current situation is that even though these folks on here, they're not looking like they're doing so well. It's cold and snowy outside, and they don't really have much to their name. But there's a silver lining to this, and that's, for me, where the light is inside this building behind them that illuminates everything. So really the message here is also that while you might find yourself in this lack mentality, that a lack mindset, and what you don't have, you're reminded that there's always a light on somewhere. There's always available help to you from someplace, from someone, and often within. So it's important to remember that, right? And I mean, this is not a fun energy to get stuck inside. There really isn't, right? So we've all been there. We've all felt this way, like we've been left out in the cold, the door slammed in our face, and no one is there to help us. But the important thing to remember is that we need to help ourselves. And I know that doesn't always sound like that's the answer, but really, in a lot of circumstances and situations, it really truly is, right? And your challenge for the month of September, Taurus, is the Magician. And this is really kind of indicative of why this is a challenge is because of your current situation, right? And because, the Magician essentially creates something out of nothing, right? He takes all the resources which he has within him, and he manifests what he needs, right? He takes action towards it. And your challenge is that, maybe you're not feeling like you can do this. Maybe clearly if this is your current situation, you have not been feeling too much like the Magician, who takes that swift action, who does what he needs to do, who realizes that he has those resources within him in order to achieve all the desires and dreams and goals that he wants and the outcomes that he truly wants. He makes that happen. So your challenge is for you to realize that you absolutely can do this. We all have this ability, this Magician ability. The interesting thing is too, you have to remember, often, when people talk about, oh, it's the Magician, and just, manifested something just like that, or it doesn't always mean like it's a physical something tangible, right? Often what the Magician manifests is change. And in this circumstance, right, the change that is needed is a change away from this mindset, this lack mindset, this being left out in the cold, thought patterns and feeling, right? Like you don't have enough. That's what needs to be changed. And believe it or not, just the change itself and the shift of perceptions and thought patterns and processes, that in itself is exactly one of the things that the Magician does, right? Because look, he's got every resource in front of him, right? That he needs in order to create the life that he wants. And it's not about, just poof, I need $1 million and bang, it's there, right? Wouldn't it be great if we could do that? I mean, we'd all be on that ship if that was how it was. But it's a much more step-by-step process, right? And you can't skip any steps on the way there. So your challenge is to realize that you absolutely can shift your mindset and shift your current situation. You can change this. You have the ability, whether you realize it or not. You have the ability to change your current situation. And I know, I'm sure many of you are probably thinking, well, how am I supposed to do that? That is the first mistake, right? That is the first mistake. How am I supposed to do that? I can't do this. We've all been there, myself included, right? How am I supposed to make something out of nothing? Well, it's as silly as it sounds, it's easy and it's difficult at the same time, because we have been, as a society, we have been very conditioned to believe certain things, right? And, one of the things that we're conditioned to not believe is don't believe in magic, because that's just hooey. That's not real, right? Well, all that way that you've been conditioned, and we've all been conditioned for most of our lives, all of our lives, right? That conditioning is bullshit, straight up, right? Everything that you're told that you can't do, chances are you can absolutely do it. And there's nothing stopping you except for this mindset is the only thing stopping you from achieving everything. So you can shift your mindset, but it's not, like I said, it's not always easy to do so, right? It's a tricky process in order to do so. So it's But it's a challenge, but you can absolutely do it. You can take the action. You can manifest the changes that you desire, right? And you can shift your mindset. You can shift your physical reality. You can shift your relationship status. You can shift your home. It's infinite, the amount of things that you can change, right? Because your thoughts create your reality. So, and the magician reminds you that if you focus on things that you truly want and desire, and this tells you that if you focus on what you don't have and that you don't have enough, and you keep affirming that to you, I don't have this and I don't have that, and nobody wants me, whatever the case is, then that will be your reality. Whatever you ask for, whatever you think to yourself, whatever thoughts that you have on a regular basis, that will be, that you'll keep you in this current situation. But you're not destined to remain there. It's only temporary. This is only temporary, right? It will be a challenge for you, because it always is, right? To create that shift, but it's coming, right? You will realize this. You will realize that you indeed are the magician, and that you can change everything about your life that you don't like, that everything that's not working for you, you can shift it, you can change it, and you can manifest new opportunities, new circumstances, and new mindset, new situations, new job, new anything. You can manifest it. You really truly can. You just have to believe that you can and set your mind to it, and you'll know what to do. What you aspire to, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So now you're a Taurus, represented by Pentacles in the tarot, and this is the slowest moving knight, right? And as a Taurus, you're likely, I'm sure a lot of you don't make a lot of very rash decisions, right? You're probably pretty, even keel, and slow and steady wins the race. And to be quite honest, that is the way to be. Really, it is. We all want everything to move quickly in this world that we live in of instant gratification, and it doesn't work that way. That instant gratification leaves you instantly ungratified very quickly, right? You get it quickly, it satisfies you quickly, and then it leaves quickly, right? But this night, what you aspire to, this is like you're taking action towards all those things that you want. Put in the hard work, put in the effort, and you get what you want by taking the necessary practical steps to get there. Also, what you also might aspire to, this could also be like an offering. This could be a new job, right? A new career, some kind of offer to you of to help you get out of this Five of Pentacles mindset, right? And that's good. If this is what you're aspiring to either to be this knight or to meet this knight. This is quality in all aspects, whether this is you, and who you wish to be, somebody who is slow, and they might be slow and steady, but they are determined, they are practical, they are grounded, they are a solid individual that really, honestly, we all need these people in our lives. So whether this is you and who you wish to be, or if you desire to meet somebody like this, or have a desire for someone in this position to offer you a job, a new career, or a new something, something has some kind of offer for you. If that's what you're looking for, then yes, you can manifest that, believe it or not. But that's a quality, this is a great energy to aspire to be, really. The other knights are, especially like the Knight of Swords, which is charging ahead full steam, right? And knights are prone to like extremes of energy, right? Especially the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, right? But it's like as you go down, each one gets slower and slower and slower, right? And until you get to the one who's the slowest here, but is also, dare I say, the wisest. And other ones might have everything bing bang boom, but you know what? Good things come to those who wait. So be patient, just like this knight is. So you're you're going to get there. There's no doubt. What needs to be awakened within you, dear Taurus, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this really, how can I put this? This is the mindset that you are being called to maintain, this mindset, right? So your current situation is this, the Five of Pentacles, right? And as you can see, they don't have too much. Ten of Pentacles, what needs to be awakened within you, this is quite literally the opposite of the five, right? This is completion. This is a happy home. This is abundance. This is prosperity. This is financial security, and this is like, they have everything, like the couple on here are quite happy. They've got a nice family, a couple of dogs. Everything is wonderful. They're walking through town. They're enjoying themselves. They're spending the money that they have because they have a lot. They've achieved this level of abundance and financial security that they need and that they desire and that, quite frankly, they deserve. And everybody deserves, right? Everybody deserves. And so this is what needs to be awakened within you. Realize that this needs to be your mindset, right? This needs to be your mindset, this Ten of Pentacles, this mindset of wealth and abundance and financial security and stability, that you've got everything on a solid foundation. Now, I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, like, well, how the hell am I supposed to think that way when I actually physically don't have these things? That's the challenge, right? That's the change. That's the shift that you're being called to make. And this needs to be awakened within you. And when you have this to be awakened within you, when you realize that there really is a lot that you have, right? Even if it's not real yet, you're still asked to maintain this sense, this thought pattern. Dream it, envision it. Hold visions in your mind of exactly how you want your life to be. Keep thinking. Affirm to yourself, not that I don't have, because that's exactly what you're going to get, right? Affirm that you do have it. Everything that you wanted. If you wanted a new job, if you want, an influx of cash, if that's what you need, if that's what you want, if that's what you desire, then you got to feel it. You got to live it. You got to believe it, because it's there for you. It's there for all of us. And these thoughts will create your new reality. And that's what you're being called to awaken to within you, because within all of us we have this ability, right? This ability of the magician. And it all depends on our mindset and the conditioning that we have. So you can literally condition yourself to believe and to feel and to know and to trust that this is what you have, what you aspire to, what you are. What you are. That is very important. That this is what you are. You are the Ten of Pentacles, Taurus. And you deserve every last bit of luxury and abundance and financial stability within yourself and within your home. You do. So this and this is not always easy to awaken to. This is not always easy to shift your mind to that. But that's what you're being called to do. And this is what needs to be awakened, because once you change to this, and then the Ten of Pentacles becomes your mindset, that you have it all, that it's all coming, that and not just that it's all coming, but that you already have it. When you affirm things to yourself, affirm that you already have it in the here and now. It's already happened, right? And before you know it, what you aspire to, that offer, that way of being, that person, that solid night, boom, they come into your life. That is your life. That is you. So it's important to not focus on what you don't have. Only focus on what you do have. So this needs to be awakened. Realize that this is you, and this is who you were truly meant to be. In your recent past, we have yet another pentacle, no surprise there, the Queen of Pentacles. And you know, I'm getting the sense that if your current situation is the Five of Pentacles and you're feeling like you've been left out, so this could be a couple of things. This could be you taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself and keeping yourself grounded, because that's what this Queen is, right? She's very nurturing. She's very motherly, right? She's very connected to nature and the earth, for obvious reasons. But this also may be somebody who has helped you, maybe someone that you know, could be your own mother or a mother figure. It doesn't have to be a woman; it could be a man as well. You know, but someone who has been in your life that maybe helped you out recently, right? Perhaps somebody who had helped you out financially, or you know, offered you a little bit of support in order to kind of get you through a little bit, right? Over the last little bit, and maybe that's dried up, you know, or maybe this person is no longer around. But if this is you, then what this is telling you is that even if you felt this way, maybe you felt wealthy and you felt solid and secure and grounded, and that everything was cool in your life and everything was stable, and then something happened, and enter the Five of Pentacles, right? And then all of a sudden you feel like you don't have, and you have this lack mindset, and that you're left out in the cold, and everybody just left, right? Left me alone, left me to just fend for myself. What am I supposed to do? Either way, right? Whatever this provided you with, whether this was you doing it for yourself or this was somebody else that came in for you, there's a lesson to take away from this, right? And you have to realize that you can't just always rely on other people to bail you out. If that, you know, I'm not suggesting that that's what you're doing, but it's just to remember that, yeah, somebody can help, but if you're feeling like you don't have it, you've been left out in the cold, but you have it within you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and become the Ten of Pentacles, right? And have this happy life. It's not easy. I know it's not easy, right? Because we've all been there. We've all had all struggles that are very similar to each other. But you know, in your recent past, if this was you, you know, then maybe you had something and now you've lost it, or maybe you've just been taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself with what you truly need. But if it is somebody who came in to help you out, offer you some support, you know, a place to stay for a bit, or you know, whether you lost your job or whatever the case may be, you know, a relationship ended and you're like, oh crap, what do I do now? I don't have anything, right? They're not always going to be there. There's not always going to be somebody there, because it's that helping yourself that we all need to do in order to survive and, you know, achieve the things that we want in life, and to make sure that we take care of ourselves, like on our own, like self-reliance, right? So I feel that that's a message for some of you, that, you know, don't rely on somebody else who has a lot to always bail you out or support you, because they're not always going to be there, right? Not for all of you, but that's just for some of you. So your next step, Taurus, we have the Six of Cups. Now, this could be a lot of things. Six of Cups relates to children, somebody from your past, right? And, you know, I'm kind of getting the sense that for some of you, if the lack that you're feeling is a lack lack of stability in a relationship, maybe you're single, and you know, you don't have, maybe you were relying on that person, or maybe they provided everything, whatever the case might be, because it's going to be different for each of you. But you know, if your lack mindset didn't relate to, you know, money or finances or career or anything like that, maybe being left out in the cold, that was, you know, a relationship, right? Somebody shut the door on you. You guys broke up, you separated, whatever the case may be. If that is the case, and that is the situation you might find yourself in, same thing. This also is like, you need to realize that this is the stability from that, right? This is like happy family, right? Like they're all there and solid and secure, and everybody's together and they have a wonderful home and the whole 9 yards, right? This is good stuff when it comes to a home and family and relationships. So it's all relatable, but this I'm feeling is more in the sense of a relationship wise, because this could be somebody from your past, right? Coming back. This could also be you as a child, like getting to know your inner child, right? And letting them come out and play, right? But the interesting thing is that I'm feeling is that, with this being, I just can't get that. It's somebody from your past. That's what I'm feeling. And whether it's that, might not be for all of you, but for a large portion of you, I feel this is somebody from your past. And with the outcome card being the Page of Swords, this can definitely be somebody who is, they've been maybe watching you. Maybe they've been noticing you, right? They've been checking up on you. They've been, maybe they've been creeping your social media. But you could be hearing the next step might just be either connecting with yourself. Okay, so I can see this a couple of different ways. So either connecting with yourself, right, with your inner child, and letting them come out and play. And in doing so, you can discover some truths and communicate with yourself, communicate with that inner child, right? Because that's what the Page of Swords is about: communication, truth, and action, right? But also like a new beginning, right? Because pages they're like, it's like a little bit of new territory for them. They don't have all the answers, they don't know all the things, but they're eager to learn and discover that truth and to see where it takes them, right? And they've got the drive and the ambition to go for it and do it, right? They're not afraid. Because they're it's kind of like somebody who's young and fearless, right? And they don't have all the answers, but they've got gumption, right? Which is what a lot of people don't have, right? But if this is relationship-wise, then this can definitely be somebody from your past coming back, right? And that somebody from your past has been taking notice of you. They've been watching you. Maybe they've been checking up on you, maybe spying on you. I don't like using that word, because that's a little bit more creepy. But I mean, maybe for some of you that's the case. But I mean, I don't see anything negative here. But nevertheless, that's interesting. I almost want, let's find out a little bit more what this Six of Cups is. Why is the Six of Cups here? What can you please clarify the Six of Cups? Please clarify the Six of Cups for Taurus, please. Please clarify the Six of Cups for Taurus. Why is the Six of Cups here for Taurus, please? Page of Pentacles. Okay. So, yeah, this is maybe this is you, Taurus. Yeah. See, this is you. I think this has got a lot more to do with your inner child than a relationship. That doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship one is off, but I mean, it kind of goes in with the rest of everything here anyways. So Page of Pentacles. So this is, I'm really getting the sense that this is you, right? So we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So the next step is to get in touch with yourself, right? And to reconnect with your inner child. And but see, this can also be an offer, right? Maybe somebody from your past. Maybe that's it. Because I'm also feeling that somebody from your past that that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe they're going to come back and they're going to offer you something, right? Because the page has something to offer. The Page of Pentacles, right? That Page of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. So perhaps, for some of you, someone from your past is might be coming back to offer you something, offer you a job, offer you, some sort of something to help you, that's going to help you get off of this, or get out of this Five of Pentacles mindset. So, but at the same time, it may also be, it may also still be related to a relationship. This Page of Swords for your outcome. This can also be, just you find the truth. You start yourself on a path of if you go within, and you find yourself on a path where you kind of just keep digging, and you discover things about yourself and your abilities that you didn't really realize that you actually can do, right? Because like I said, this page, they don't know all the things, they don't have all the things, they don't, but they're eager and they're determined, and they have a thirst for knowledge. But I'm still feeling this relationship thing too. So this relationship aspect, this could be somebody from your past that's coming back. Maybe it's somebody from your past that's going to come back and it's going to offer you something. Maybe they've been watching you for a while, right? And they've been wanting to communicate with you, right? Someone wants to communicate with you, right? And there's a good possibility that will help bring you out of this lack mindset, whatever is causing your lack mindset and feeling like you've been left out in the cold. Somebody wants to communicate. Somebody from your past wants to communicate, and they may have something to offer you, right? This is a pentacle, so this is something more tangible, something more related to work or career or money, right? This isn't the Page of Cups, where it might be a little bit more, or Wands, where it could be a little bit more relationship-wise. So maybe that there's somebody who's noticed you, and maybe they've noticed how if you've been struggling through whatever means, and somebody wants to offer you something, and someone wants to communicate with you and perhaps have something to offer you. So that's actually not too bad. So let's find out what an oracle card from the Moonology Oracle deck. What message do we have for Taurus for September 2020, please? What message do we have for Taurus for September 2020, please? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cards there. That's a few too many. We're not going to take all of them. You know what? We're going to keep going, because we'll see what comes out again. That was like 6 cards. Maybe just one message for Taurus for September 2020. Message for Taurus for September 2020, please. What is the message for Taurus for September 2020, please? Message for Taurus for September 2020, please. What is the message for Taurus for September 2020, please? What is the message for Taurus for September 2020? What's the message? Thank you. Oh, here you go. And to no surprise, this pardon me, we have the full moon in Gemini, and the answers you need are coming. So, like I said, somebody wants to communicate with you. Somebody's been watching you. Someone wants to contact you, and so somebody will be contacting you. That's what I would almost say. Someone's going to contact you. So there will be some kind of communication. The answers you need are coming, and I feel strongly that they might have something to offer you. Somebody from your past. Very good potential. Someone from your past. Now, this doesn't necessarily be somebody from your past that you remember from when you were a child. I mean, the 6 of Cups can also be somebody from like a past life, right? That is going to be coming in to help you, right? So the answers you need are coming, and like I said, no surprise, someone wants to communicate. So there we go. That's great, and they will help. They have the answers. Well, I shouldn't say they have the answers, but they have some answers that you need, right? And that's going to help. It's going to help a lot. So there we go, Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much for watching. And I love you all, and I hope you have a fantastic September. Thanks.